presented by the Bishop.
Mood Not Moods, Lee Bishop here with Gabriel da Angel.
Hey.
In the place to be.
Yay.
Yo, have you know about the Citizen app?
No, I like a little bit. I know a little bit about it from what I've just been hearing on the streets.
So I have this Citizen app, and I like it because it lets me know what's going on around wherever I am. I could be at work, I could be home, and it lets you know what's going around outside, right?
Like next door.
Yeah, but like negative stuff. Because people are reporting, like regular people are reporting negative stuff on it. You know what I mean? Like people with knives.
That's how Nextdoor is. It's kind of similar to it's like a
Oh, it is? That's the app.
Yeah.
Oh, that you mean literally like next door, like the person next door.
It's an app. It's called Nextdoor, so maybe it's just the same thing as...
Oh, wow. But Citizen is now trying to be like a news thing. Like they'll have like, they'll be like reporting stuff, and they have like little segments of like live reporting. But then also like, you know, like if you had it, you could report live and film what's going on and everything. So, you know, broken hydrants, fires, people with knives fighting, assaults, you know, threatening, you know, somebody throwing trash. Surprisingly, there's a lot of overturned cars that happens. And the bad part about it is it makes me not want to go outside because there's so many things going on. I'm like, I don't want to go outside.
Are you becoming agoraphobic?
What's that?
Agoraphobic.
Like
it's like you're like afraid to go outside your house.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess so. Because it'll be like next block over, and I'm like, what are they? I'll be reading it, and sometimes it'd be at night too. Like I could understand it, but there's more stuff going on in the daytime, actually.
When everybody at work, you know.
Yeah.
Like to come on out and play too. So keep telling me more about this. I'm only on Nextdoor, and it's similar to what you're saying, but it doesn't have that same format. It's just basically people can load whatever's going on in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And it's specified though just to your specific neighborhood. So like you put your zip code in, and it specifies everything about that particular area.
I think Citizen does that too, but you have the option of, you know, wherever you're at, because I put my what do you call it? I guess the notifications of my location.
Mm-hmm.
So wherever I am, like I work in Glendale, like it'll tell me what's going on in Glendale, and overturned cars, assaults, and all this stuff. And that's funny because like, okay, here I said the same thing too, but check this out. I see a lot of kids in Teslas, whatever, and they're souped up, you know, Japanese cars driving crazy, right? That's what it is. It's those idiots who are going, rah, 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 you know what I mean? And then like hitting something because they really don't know how to drive, and they're flipping over. You know, some young dum-dums.
I will say they tend to, you know, go a little bit faster, and maybe they're not aware or is in control that they may think they are. And there you go, you flipping over.
Every time you're in your apartment and you hear, just know that he's gonna flip over.
You talk about the racers. Yeah, I have. That is really scary at times because you can hear them.
Yeah.
Like you can like really like, you know, hit something and you just T-bone into somebody's house who's sleeping. So, you know, so tell me more, they just be flipping over?
I don't know.
To flip over. And there's like video and everything?
Sometimes if somebody's close by and they have Citizen app, they'll show it, or like fires. There's a fire, I guess, this morning. There's a fire actually right now as we're recording over here by me somewhere, and there's like a smoke and stuff. And then like, you know, the camp, the you know, the homeless camps, they always have fires. Always have fires. But I like it. I like it and hate it because, like I said, you know, I'll be like, okay, I'm about to go out. And like, oh, somebody outside your house has a knife. I was like, oh, never mind, I'm gonna stay inside.
So it's like in real time.
It's in real time, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And they'll tell you the miles away from you where the incident is. So it's like 0.2 miles away. I said, I'm not going that way.
There's a perpetrator out.
Yeah, they'll be like, There's a guy with a knife. There's a guy brandishing a gun. There's a guy brandishing a machete. I think there was a machete this morning. It's every day, son. It's every day, dude. It's amazing.
It's random people.
It's
like,
random.
Yeah.
That's never like the same. I mean, sometimes like they'll say like robberies, like somebody's getting robbed or whatever. And I'm like, this obviously somebody is like reporting it on the app. Call the police. Don't report it on the Citizen app. Call the police. You got time. You got time to put it on Citizen. And then like I'm thinking like sometimes they'll do the report to be seen. They'll be like, okay, here's the incident. You know, the car's overturned. Wow, that's crazy. So anyway, that's it. It's over here by Figueroa. And okay, and then that's recorded, and then boom.
Now I will have to say that exit getting off the 110/5 to what is it, Avenue, whatever it is, to get to your plate right off the, it's 110 and the 5.
Let's not tell people where I live now, Gabe.
I'm saying the
no,
exit.
that exit is crazy. I always tell new people to be like, just slow down once you see like the number, and then just slow down, and then when they finally get here, they're like, man, you weren't joking about that exit, because it's a sharp left or right, and it's really tricky. I've seen trucks go try to think they could go through that and then just block traffic because they can't make it. They'll never make it. Like the trucks with the rig, or the what do you call it, the car, whatever, the cargo.
The diesel?
Yeah, but they're holding, they got a rig on it, and they're trying to go inside that with a rig.
I know what you're saying.
And I'm like, no, son. And I've seen that 3 times since I've been out here. Like, you guys don't like tell each other like, don't go here, don't go through this exit. Like, this is a bad exit. It's horrible.
Yeah, I was like, wow, it's a complete U-turn. Down the exit.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's what I tell people. Always slow down when you get off the exit. Like for real.
Yeah, you can't even go 10. You can't even go 10. You got to speed it. You got to slow it right on down. You may be going like a 5 at the most.
If your car can, you might want to tippy toe. Like stop and then tippy toe. Up in there.
The engineer or whoever thought that was the best way to do that exit.
Well, you gotta think like there's like land over here, and then like I guess like on the left side is a plateau of green, and then there's also the exit to go onto the freeway. Mm-hmm. So there really isn't that much room to make it to work. It has to be sharp, because they can't change that one either. I mean, that whole intersection is weird.
When you pass through downtown and you go, what's the exit, like what is it, Chinatown or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Once you have passed through Chinatown, this is going east, it's like everything changes. You have tunnels that go through the mountains.
Oh yeah.
You have freeways all like in the mountains.
Yeah.
And everything starts to narrow.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, well, this is not the west side anymore.
Yeah.
You can definitely tell west side downtown than east side. Right when you go into east side, you're going into the east side because you're going into the mountains, you're going into the hills. Everything starts to narrow, and it's just like, how do y'all do it over? Like I'm like, it's completely different. East LA is completely different than West LA. Ours is flat and it goes into the ocean. Y'all's is windy and it goes into the mountains.
Yeah, I get PTSD going downtown. I hate going downtown.
Why?
Because like cars don't respect pedestrians, and pedestrians don't respect the cars. It's like when it's, how if you have a red light and you're trying to turn right, mm-hmm. or you want to turn right, you have to wait for all the people to walk, because for some reason they say they give you the Walkman. So everybody's walking and stuff like that, and then there's always like 1 or 2 stragglers. If you gotta wait, and then
what did you call them?
Stragglers.
One more time, what'd you call them?
Stragglers. Or people will say, I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna run, or the homeless, they don't got nothing to lose, so they just walk and slouchy like zombies. I'll get there when I get there. You gotta wait. And then your light turns red, and then the next cars turn green. Now you stuck.
Yeah, I have seen that. I actually saw it today when I was coming here. You was talking about it. It was this guy. He waited till the light turned green, and then he started to walk out in the street. Them crazies be out there, and they just walking the street, like you said, like zombie. He literally started just walking, like right when it turned, he was supposed to stop, so it was red, and then our light turned green, and that's when he started to go. Like, when you hear about people getting hit at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, it's them.
Yeah.
It's them idiots that's running around, knowing better, but then they don't do better, or they may be, 51, 50.
And everybody want to live downtown. I'm like, I'm cool on downtown. I'm trying to make it to 50 without getting stabbed or yelled at or mistaken for somebody's like cousin or brother or father or sister.
Martha, is that you? Oh man, I ain't seen you in a minute. Oh, Roger, is that you, Roger?
We got a homeless man over here on the sidewalk by one of the stoplights.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been there for maybe 2 weeks now. And I saw him yoke up to like a little old Mexican brother. And he had his shirt off and he's just chilling. And I saw the homeless dude he's a tall dude too. Go, hey, kind of like lunged at him, but not just kind of lunged, but not attacking him or anything. Kind of like yoking up. And then I was like, man, what's going on? And then I get the green light and I'm looking to see what's going on. And I see the Mexican dude, he just looks so sad. Because he's like, man, I didn't do anything. I'm just standing here with my shirt off and this guy's bothering me. I'm just standing here. And he probably called me Felipe or something and telling him to not. Because he was sitting on the bench. The Mexican dude was sitting on the bench at first.
You saw all this from the car?
Yeah, because it's like literally like right here, like see where my shoes are. It's like they were right there.
Whole scenario.
And then the car was in the way, so I didn't see it. First he was on the bench, car's in the way, so
Who was on the bench? Right?
The Mexican dude, the short Mexican dude.
All right.
And then I see the tall homeless yoke up at him. I'm like, okay, I can't see. Cause I don't know, if something jump off, I might get out the car and help him.
Do it. What you gonna do?
I'm like, get off him! Stop it!
They got twice the strength of.
I won't know till I try. I just can't let that go because I've been bullied all my as a young kid. So now every time I see that, even during high school and college, like every time if my friends get bullied or see someone get bullied, I don't know why, I get involved. I just get involved. And so far, I'm still here. So
you got involved with them though?
I was going to.
So what happened? What was the end of it?
So when I left, when I was driving off, because I had the opportunity to drive off.
This whole show.
I just say that he just looks sad. And I looked back in the rearview to see if anything jumped off, but nothing.
He was just sitting there looking.
Well, he stood back up. He stood not back up, but he stood up and then he moved away. But the guy was still like on him. I'm like, I'm not on him. But there's like maybe a foot, 2 feet away from each other.
Yeah. So from your encounter from the car.
Yeah.
What happened? Was that all happened? Did you see it from start to finish, or you just came in the middle of it?
I think I came in like maybe as soon as the kid, I don't know, he didn't look like he looked like a young man.
Mm-hmm. As
soon as he got up, I saw the homeless dude get up too, and then kind of like lunge at him, like I said. But then like kind of like going like this, but not striking.
Ogre. You described this ogre.
Well, he's like a tall, lanky, old black man, beard and everything, and somebody like spray painted a swastika on his like t-shirt or something. It's his favorite shirt.
So he's already traumatized already.
I don't know. I mean, we can make it up right now.
You said that's why he's black, tall.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like spray can on there and some other stuff on there. But
so somebody had already been tormenting this man.
Sure, maybe. Yeah.
So I mean, he didn't spray it on him. We don't.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, you could. Yeah. I mean, a shirt's a shirt when you're homeless, right?
So
I wear My Little Pony shirt if I was homeless. It doesn't matter. Let me wear this KKK shirt. It's cold outside. Let me put this hood on that looks like a Grandmaster Wizard robe, but it's cold outside.
Anyway, so you still felt sad for the
because I saw the Mexican dude's face. and it still haunts me right now. I can see it. I can
Because
see
you
it.
didn't do nothing about it.
Yes,
You could be
yes.
Captain Saber.
Well, Captain Saber, brother.
Because you don't know.
Captain Saber, Mexican. But I was thinking too. Yeah, I was thinking too. Like, I don't know. He might have said something.
That's what I'm saying.
He might have provoked the guy, the homeless guy. Yeah, we don't know.
We don't know.
Yeah. So in my mind, I'm just making up scenarios. I hate this about me, but I'm making up all these scenarios and then a different story and then a whole different story. And you know what I'm saying? What if a Mexican game came down and started bombing? You know, like stuff like that. Like I just go crazy. But I did feel bad. But then yes, I also think like maybe the Mexican dude said something. You know what I'm saying? To provoke. But I've seen homeless people just snap. Like you be walking. Like, I was walking with my ex and this homeless dude was like, ah! And she was bugging out. And I was like, I didn't bug out, but I was just like, man, that's loud, bro. You loud, man. Like, okay, we get it, you're here. And then this is a good one too. So I was walking, my friend needed to go. We're downtown, of course. We're downtown. My friend had to use a teller. So one of the banks down there, they leave the door open so you can use a teller. So we're going to teller. And I don't know what this dude's problem was, but he was just looking at me like, yeah, motherfucker, yeah, man, fuck this motherfucker, man, fuck you, man. Like under his breath, though, just like that. Man, and I was like, what? What the fuck you saying? He said, man, fuck you, man. What, you know, but real low, though. But he was getting excited. I was like, what? I was like, dude, what's up? What's going on? But my friend, she was like, man, what are you doing? You know, he's homeless. Like, blah, blah, blah. I was like, he's a kid. I was like, I don't give a fuck. But like, they're like, okay, I'm gonna have you okay? Passing that COVID over here. You know I'm vaccinated.
I am vaccinated, you know, that's what I'm saying. But it's the way you describe it. So, like, when people describe a story so vividly, like, I'm already playing it in my head. So I'm seeing, you know, this all going down. So I'm very visual. So I can actually see this story that you're painting. So, you know, they always do that, though.
They always do that.
I be on the train, when I was taking the train a lot, and the bus, it never fails. They always be on there, just like hollering and screaming, and, you know, talking to somebody that's not even there. They have a whole conversation.
Those are my favorite.
And then they look up at you, and then they cuss you out. And I have had that before.
Yeah.
We were actually down here in WeHo, we had just got done with our kickball game, and we went down and we get us some drinks and get us something to eat. And like the homeless guy just came up, you know, he literally just rolled up. It was like he was rolled up in a tablecloth at the table. He rolled up. He said, "Can I have some when y'all have it?" Oh, okay. What though? Where'd you come from?
He just appeared.
He just turned. He said, "Yeah, can I have some of that right there?"
He was hiding in the grass. I hate when they do that. That's why I hate eating outside, because if I see a homeless dude come, I'm gonna be like, "Fuck, man."
They get on.
Yeah.
Because when you give them conversation, that's right, you know, and I'm all about conversation. I like to talk. But it's sometimes when you engage them, it's like you can't get rid of them.
Yeah, you just can't leave. It's like, oh, can you give me a ride? Can you give me some money? I remember that I was at going to my sister's house, and I was coming back, and I was getting gas, and this big old young dude, though, homeless dude, smelled like must pee and armpit. He's like, hey man, you a skater? And I was like, oh, I was in my teens and 20s, but not now, bro. He's like, oh man, you look like a skater, man. I was like, okay, thank you, big fat black dude, right? And he's like, man, and then, man, you look like a skater, man. That's crazy, man. I like that shit. And he just gave me, and I was like, oh, you gave for that. And I was like, oh man, I'm gonna give him that. And I had to feel these alligator palms on my baby smooth hands.
It is rough.
And then
I've seen some better days.
But then we're talking, right? And then he goes, "Can you give me a ride?" I was like, I'm just imagining this big dude stinking in my car. I was like, oh man, I'm only going like I'm going a different way. I was hoping he's like going this way or something. And I was like, oh no, I'm going that way, bro. And he's like, oh, okay, man, it's all good, it's all good. I said, okay, man, you stay up.
Where do you want you to give a ride to?
I don't know, but he wouldn't get in my car.
Would you be able to get him out?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
My whole thing is like you said. But the last time, because I see them all the time, especially they've been over there closer to Venice.
Oh my god!
You know, because
that must be crazy.
They be everywhere.
It's like a virus. You okay? You okay? I'm waiting on the drink to come out your nose, but you're done.
No, it ain't coming out.
I know. That's what I was waiting for.
No, because this subject always has memories, you know, especially being at the gas pump or when you're eating. When you said when
it's the worst.
You know, and so it's just like they just don't mind either. They have
no not sense, but they just don't give a shit. They don't give no fucks.
No fucks.
I remember I was walking downtown with my friend, and that place. Oh, we went to go eat there with you, me, and my sister, and you brought a friend downtown. You know, and across the street is that trolley that goes up like this.
Oh yeah, so the Angel Flight. That's where it's across the street from Angel Flight. So
yeah.
It's called Grand Central Market.
There you go.
Yeah.
And so me and my friend went there. We just walking around, and we went through it and came out the other side, and this homeless lady grabbed my friend by the shoulder and said, "Mark, Mark, Mark." And I grabbed her arm. I said, "Yo, that's not Mark. That's not Mark." And he started like kind of not running, chasing him, but like, "Mark, reaching, Mark." We were like, "Whoa!" We ran back in the station, dog. I was like, man. So every time I see him, I'm like, Mark. Oh man, I would never forget that, dude.
Oh my god.
Mark. He's like, whoa, hey, lady. My name's Pete.
Wait, what she said, Mark?
He's like, Mark.
What did your friend do?
He just went, oh shit, like pulled away from her because he grabbed her shoulder. But this nigga crying. He just grabbed his shoulder and she was like, ah. It's like going to Universal Studios and Halloween.
Horror night.
Yeah, horror night, dog.
Oh my gosh.
It's bad, dude. It's really bad, man.
No.
I think
Let me grab them.
I've never seen somebody did like she thought that was Mark and she wanted her money. Something. Get me off the street. I've been working for 2 hours. It's time to go.
She said she grabbed her. She said, Mark.
Mark. Like, wait, it's not Mark.
Your poor friend, though.
Yeah.
Your poor friend. Ooh. You got me on.
The best homeless person I know of is this white lady in Glendale. And before, like years ago, in the morning, she would be like, I don't want to stand with the third cup. I don't want to stand. I don't want to stand. Like, she'd be like, loud and shit. And then I didn't see her for like a year or two. And then she started popping up again, like underneath like awnings to sleep. And then she'd get up and she always wore a dress, very nice haircut, prim and proper. Actually looked, if she was young, you could tell she was beautiful when she was younger. And now she's just quiet.
They probably got her meds.
Maybe. But they didn't give her a home or 2 houses and a car. They gave her medicine, but not a roof over it.
No, but some people they don't want that responsibility. They don't want to live by the rules, and they like being outside. Some people like they like it. They like.
So do people who like to hike.
This is
so do hunters. Hunters like to go outside.
Some people they just don't want that. They'd rather pitch a tent, or they'd rather build their
we talked
cardboard
about
box
it.
house.
Yeah.
And that's what because they feel comfortable like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the ones underneath the 405 and Venice Boulevard. You clean them out and they come back. You clean it out, you come back. Clean it out, come back. So it's people like that. They don't want they have offered all this. This is what I've heard, and this is what's been documented. They offer them services to get them off the street.
All that.
They offer them rehab.
All that.
They give them bathrooms.
All
they give them. They try to get them jobs. They give them information about where they can go to get the help when they're ready.
But they don't want to follow the rules.
They don't.
Which are very simple rules, like no pets, no visitors past a certain amount of time, no drugs, no alcohol. There's a curfew. Like, I'd rather be in all that than live on the street. You know what I'm saying? But what do I know? Maybe if I live on the street long enough, I just won't care either.
That's the thing.
You know what I mean?
And that's what people say. When you live out there, it becomes a different mentality that you develop. And it's not that you don't know right from wrong. It's just like you're living. You're not. There's no restrictions on your life. There's no structure.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like you're there and you're going through it and you're processing it, and it's like, ooh.
Yeah. I'm sure eventually I'll love pooping in a bucket. You know, eventually I'll start collecting mason jars so I can pee in them, and then I'll dump them out later. And then I'll walk to the river, and they'll be like, "Yo, Lee, where you going, man? We about to go over here to Walmart, man." I was like, "Hold on, let me empty out my mason jars. Let me empty out my bucket over here in the green."
Well, I'll tell you that encampment down there on the 405 in Venice Boulevard, they be having little parties over there. They got like lights. They tap into the. Apparently, those overpasses have like electrical outlets.
It's for the state to come and they wash. They used to, I guess.
Okay,
they'll
so
plug
they
it in.
Plug in.
Yeah.
And they had like a disco ball, and they had like a club going on one time.
Wow.
And it was like all of them dancing.
And it was cracking, and you went over there because you like to party.
I do like to party, but that one was one a bridge too far. That was way too
no
far.
pun intended.
You know what I'm saying? They literally was, drinking,
Yeah,
dancing.
I mean, look,
I was like, oh.
They're free, no rent, no got no bills, and they're in Venice. I put the disco ball up myself.
Yeah. It was. I really couldn't believe it. And they had like a one of those card tables they had out there.
But the funny thing, not the funny thing, but the thing is that they probably do that every day. Like, that's their life. Like, disco balls and cars and pooping and buckets and all that. Like, they love all of it. Like, that's their life. And yeah, it's a party. It's a party. I've seen videos of somebody had a video of like this random car Uber dropped off 2 people in Venice, and there's a chick and a dude, and when they got their backpacks or whatever, went to the sand, to the beach, and just set up a tent right there. Put seats outside, made little things like they're gonna do fire or something. I don't know, but like they said, just set up shop right there. I was like, God dang it, man! Really? Like, people are coming to Venice just to camp. Yes. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy.
Yes.
And now we got a camp by my house in the park. I saw one tent, and it just takes one.
How many leagues?
It's like herpes. Oh, you see one bump? Oh, there's another one. And another.
And then today it's like 10 that are there, and it just starts to develop. Yeah.
And you got no Valtrex. You got no ointment. You just gotta wait till it disappears. It literally is it's herpes on California.
Yeah, I'm sorry, you call it.
until it leaves, because there's a bridge I pass through every day to go to work, right? There used to be like 7 tents. Now there's only 3. Okay. So, and they've been there for the 7 was there, which turned into 10, which would turn into 8, and back to 7,
right.
And then back to 10. And it would be like that for like 2 to 3 years, and now it's like 3 or 4. So where are those people going? You know what I'm saying? Like, I always wonder that. Like, do they save themselves? Did they get caught? Did they do something? Because everything is gone. Their tent, all the trash around them is gone. You know what I'm saying? So I always wonder when the camps shut down or whatever and they disappear. Like, I wonder where they. Oh, I hope they got help or something. You know what I'm saying? Because some of these people are artists. Some of these people, are down on their luck, or one day they'll not bite the bullet, but like give in to pride and go back home. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of that because people came out here to do stuff. You know what I mean? But you gotta remember you're one in a million. And there's always that story of I came to LA with $1 and a dream, and I made it. And then but you got like 100,000 people who did the same thing and didn't make it. And then they're on Skid Row, or they're underneath your bridge, or they're in Venice with a disco ball playing cards. You know what I mean?
They all got a story.
Everybody has a story, and everybody's talented, sure, but not everybody's gonna make it. And sometimes you just gotta go back home. You know what I mean?
And I think that kind of stems from. I know we had a conversation at this one point in time.
Stop telling everybody that they're gonna make it.
Who's telling them that though?
Somebody in their life is
the mom. Baby, you so talented. You're gonna go to LA. You're gonna be somebody. Oh, you're right. And then you go and you don't make it, or you don't make it at the time. And it's 8 years later, and you don't want to disappoint your moms, so you stay and you tell them a fake story or whatever. But then in the meantime, you sniffing cocaine off of somebody's butt, and you in the tent, and you pooping in a bucket, and you peeing in a mason jar, and you have a disco ball.
Taking a bath in the LA River, which is nasty as fuck.
I mean, where else are you gonna take a bath?
They go down to Venice Beach and dip themselves in the water.
I mean, that's what I do.
Yeah, but the funny thing,
Lake
that's just
Minnetonka.
not even funny, is the first layer of Venice Beach is E. coli infected. They close it down all the time because it's got E. coli on it.
Wait,
First layer.
what? They close it down?
Yeah, they close it down like once a week.
Oh, to clean?
To clean it, and because it's E. coli infected.
Oh yeah.
It's from the people going down to the water, shitting, pissing, taking baths, and then coming back in. So the water, of course, what it does, it comes in at night, goes back out, but still comes in. Some of that, whatever it's coming in, is leaving, E. coli.
Yeah, I'm totally guilty of that, by the way.
Ew.
I pee and poo.
In the ocean? I mean, like the other animals?
I mean, do you see me differently now?
I mean, why would you go do that when you have a perfect home right here?
Well, first of all, my home's not at the beach. Second of all, if I'm in the water and I got a boo-boo or pee-pee, I'm gonna do it. Is that bad?
That is bad because everybody else is in there.
You don't know if it's your boo-boo you stepping on. You're not thinking about that, right?
Ew.
People are in there anyway, right?
Ew.
You know?
Gross. I think that other people probably do go do that. That's the reason why I don't really swim on the coast.
I think everybody does that.
That's gross.
I think everybody goes into the ocean, swimming, la la la, la la. You know what I mean? You feel like a caveman. You feel free. You know what I mean? I could boo boo anywhere. You feel like a dog.
Yeah.
I could boo boo anywhere. I could pee pee anywhere. No, nobody's looking. Nobody's judging me.
In the water.
In the water. Nobody will ever know unless I say it on a podcast, and then I'm free.
I'm just so confused.
What do you
confuse?
confuse?
I've not done that in the water.
Really?
No.
Do you pee in the shower?
Yes.
Okay.
But no, I mean, like, I just think that everybody else is swimming there, so I'm more considerate of everybody that's swimming there. Like, I would hope that everybody, but now I know that people aren't that considerate. I was just like, why would you do that? Like, there's.
Well, it's only in Venice. I haven't seen or done any of that in other beaches because I respect the word. Venice is just nasty.
Because everybody goes out there and they do what you just said.
Not only that, but you have all kinds of life there. You got, the tourists are there. Everybody's there. It's just like a big toilet. It's like a big. No, I'm sorry.
You said it right.
I'm sorry. No. I meant bathroom. Because there's spaces to do other things. There's a mirror. Over here, there's a sink. And then there's a toilet. And, bathtub. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a bathroom. Venice is a bathroom.
The toilet.
And then there's other. Well, it's a bathroom because there's a toilet too. You wash yourself, you shower.
I'm just saying, like, the amount of people that's there. It's so many people, and then the people that choose to, like, live out there or try to pitch their tents and want to be out there. It's just like that. I guess that's what they said. The first layer of the beach is E. coli infested.
Well, now I feel better now because you said they clean it.
They have to shut it down to clean it.
Yeah, so I feel more better now. Yeah. So now I'll probably be doing that more often.
I would not do that. Think about the animals.
What animals?
There's a lot of seals.
If the animals are smart, they know not to go to Venice Beach.
They still go to
You go to Dorkshire. You go to Santa Monica.
They feed them at the pier.
You go.
With food out there, catching fish, throwing it back. So.
The pier in Venice?
Yeah.
Yeah, they go there, but you don't go to the other part, the part between Santa Monica and in Venice, right? It's Santa Monica and Venice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You go there.
Yeah.
You go to the pier. You stay there. If I'm a seal, and you don't go to that whole body between Santa Monica and the pier.
I have seen seals wash up on the beach. The dead ones will wash up.
No. Okay, I'll stop.
Yeah,
No. Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Oh, my heart's
I got pictures
breaking.
on my phone I can show you.
Of dead seals
Yeah.
from the E. coli.
Yeah,
from
and
the
it's
movie.
right, and it's literally 2.5 miles from where I live at.
Right.
Yeah, because
I was-
that's right there by there.
That's what I was going to ask you. Is it still bad now over there?
No, they cleaned up. So they cleaned up a lot of the unhoused that was there.
Okay, that's what I've seen.
Yeah,
and
they've
heard.
been putting like when you go to Venice Beach, it's actually really clean right now.
Because it was messing up the tourist situation. That's what's
Yeah.
happening in Hollywood Boulevard now. Like they're trying to clean it up. Because tourist people they don't want to go there when you got to step over like homeless bodies and every minute you're gonna ask for money and then it smells like pee pee. Like Hollywood Boulevard smells like pee pee.
Piss and despair.
Yeah. yeah. I mean, I will not go to Amoeba Records because I hate it. I hate going over there. There's no parking. I don't want to park in the garage. And then like you gotta pass through homeless people, and then you park on the side of the street.
They're on every star out there. They just lay it on there.
Yeah.
They just roll up to.
They like to sleep on the Trump star. This is my favorite star.
I don't know why we're stuck on these unhoused and homeless individuals.
Because it's a problem. It's a problem, dude. It's a problem that will probably never be fixed because, like you said, like some of them don't want to be helped. But I think it's 50-50. I think 50-50 about people who do and people who don't.
I would agree with you.
But the people who don't actually do need help because they don't know. Now they're like mentally ill now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I would say maybe 40% are mentally ill, and then the other 10 are coherent and just don't want to be helped. They like it on the street.
Yeah, when you think of Hollywood, I still always think of that Popeyes right there.
Oh no, yeah. I was like, man, if I had a franchise, I'd be like, okay, where we gonna put it in LA? Melrose, okay, Melrose is good. Okay, Figueroa, okay, I like Figueroa. Hollywood Boulevard, no, wait. Hollywood Boulevard, no. But there's so many nah. Because if I had to be a manager at that one, I would be pissed.
They're always.
I would be pissed.
Go in there, it's always a homeless person fighting with somebody,
And stuck in the bathroom. Or, you know what I mean? Or like sleeping on the tables, and you can't say anything because now I'm Charlie. Come on, man. You know you can't be in here, Charlie. Man, come on, Dante. Give me an hour. Give me an hour, and then I will be out. All right, Charlie. All right.
Always so lit. It's like, and I for some reason I know it in my mind that it's lit, but I'm hardly ever up there because that's
Negatively lit. not. Oh, let's go to Popeyes. Gabe said it's lit.
It's lit in the sense like you always don't see a situation.
Always.
So yeah, but I barely really go up there. But like, there used to be a club called Vanguard. I used to go there on Saturdays or Sundays, and they used to have like deep house night. And so for whatever reason, I was always want to go over to get some Popeyes chicken, and it never failed.
And this is at night. It's always crazy. It's crazy all day, but this is at night. Just bananas.
I saw somebody shake somebody's food.
Oh, I believe it. I saw that at a CVS in the daytime, brother. In the daytime, I was like, I went in when I was working in Koreatown. I went in there to go get something, and I see this tall black dude. They're always tall and black, right? And I see him like having, Yeah. He had a car. He had his sweat joggers and sweatshirt match, right? Like he was ready. And he had a cart, what do you call it? A basket full of makeup. And he just stuffing it. And now for some reason I'm walking in and I'm looking at, and I'm just, and everything's slow motion to me. I walk in slow motion and I look at him and I go, this nigga about to steal. I already know, dog. All of a sudden, dun 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 dun. This dude zooms right by me with the basket in hand, and I see this roly-poly Mexican lady, but hey, get back here! I was like, this bitch ain't never gonna catch up. This motherfucker a sprinter. He's like, he gone, dog.
You said you had a basket full of makeup.
Yeah, well, he did look a little effeminate too. It's all good. Hey, he got it. Maybe he had something to do with it later on at night. He had to put on, his other face. I will never forget it. Never. He about to steal. Because his face looked like this. He looked like this. Like concerned, like he's looking around. And then he was going through the aisles, and then he had his basket, and he stood right in the middle of the store. Because there's like a big space here for like a line, and then like there's the aisles. And he just stood there. And when he stood there, I was walking in, and I was looking. I was taking my time. I'm just trying to get back to work. And then I looked at him and was like, "Oh, he about to steal something. He about to steal that." Because he's just like looking around very slowly. Boom! And I'm looking at this lady chasing him. I was like, "You will never catch him. Why even try? Where's security? Why even try?" And she was mad. I'm like, "This ain't your store, bitch. What? First of all, CVS got insurance. You're not accountable. They got you're fine. Why you get mad? What are you getting mad for? Because you can't catch him? Don't come back, God. Don't come back to the store. He'll be back. He'll be back next month. You won't remember his face.
Like a streak of light.
Boom. Like he broke the sound barrier. Bah!
You said she will never return.
I swear, like, by the time she got outside of the door, he was like 2 blocks away. I'm like, bitch, where you going? You're never gonna catch him.
He stole this.
It was a basket full of pantyhose, makeup. He knew what he wanted to do. He's like, and then I got to start thinking like, okay, he probably got a crew waiting. Like, okay, Dante, it's your turn. I got it last time. All right, I'll find out. He go to the store, do his, okay, what did Roger want? He wanted this. Okay. Okay, now here's the routine. Because he's probably done this more than once. He looked like a pro.
He was all the makeup.
I mean, he even did some stretches, did some lunges real quick. You know what I'm saying? Going like, this PE, went to PE class, and then did the 7-yard dash out the door.
Gone.
Yeah.
And she was.
Because the thing is, to dash, you had, it had automatic doors. Right. So you have to wait for somebody to leave. So I'm walking, somebody else is behind me. So as that person comes out, he's gone. Because you can't wait. If you right. Gone, like, you can't. The doors won't be open in time. Excuse me. So that was calculated and funny. I will never forget that, Joe.
He got it. He got his stuff though.
You got his stuff though.
You said that's a pro.
And a basket. Got an extra basket, a whole bunch of makeup, lots of pantyhose. He's good.
He said, "This nigga about to steal."
I looked at him, dude, because he's just like standing there in the middle. I'm like, oh, because he had makeup, and I'm like, he's looking around, like nonchalantly too, kind of just like he was looking for his friend or something. Like, where's my friend? But he was like looking for the manager. Like, where's the manager? Okay, she over there. Okay, she fat. She ain't gonna catch me. Okay. This yellow boy came in. Okay, and then next thing. Okay, I'm gone. You know?
He was thinking about the. He was thinking about.
Yeah,
the
he was.
He was thinking about people trying to be heroes.
No. Okay, nobody looking at me. Okay, nobody cares. Okay, cool. Okay. I got all the stuff I need. Okay, let me look at my list again.
You said he's calculated and funny. It was calculated and funny.
Yeah, he was gone, man.
So yeah, you're probably right. He's done that a few times.
100%. 100%, dog. Like Koreatown on the Wilshire is janky too, dude. I don't know about now, but
yeah, I used to live over there.
But so back then, I guess I heard it's better now, but back then, you still got
when he was over there.
Nothing bad to me. It's just you get out that train and you go up and it's just dirty. It's just dirty over there.
You got off on the Vermont. You got Vermont and Wilshire. Vermont and Wilshire Station.
Yeah, because you got that park.
And Wilshire as well. But
yeah.
You got off on. Yeah, all of them go up. Even Western. So Western is probably the cleanest of the two. Yeah, Vermont is definitely dirty. And that's where they have those twin towers over there. I call them the twin towers, but I think one's slightly lower than the other. And then the next one up is real just dingy and dirty. The one on Normandy, they just let it go.
Yeah.
But what happened over there?
Nothing bad. It's just homeless people.
Well, I'm gonna tell you. So the train station that's on there, Vermont and Wilshire. It used to be a Shell's gas station over there, and excuse me. It used to be a Shell's gas station right there. And I remember it was 2018 New Year's. It was me and one of my friends and another of my coworkers, and we were walking back towards my friend's house. Excuse me. And it was nothing but rats was just running all over the street.
From what? From where?
So this is what I'm telling you. It used to be. It's right there on Normandy and Wilshire. It used to be train station is on one side. On the other side was the Shells.
Yeah.
Twin towers are in front.
Yeah.
And it was just like so.
Like a rave party.
It was just. I had never seen so many. It reminded me of New York.
Yeah.
And when I stayed down in Harlem and how them 125th in Harlem, they had all these rats running around. It was just like that. They were just running across the street. Yeah. Like just on the sidewalk, running from one side to the next. Playing fucking leapfrog. Yeah. Dude, I actually seen them like when I was working at the LA Times. I was on the third floor and I would look down and they used to play leapfrog with one another. They'd be playing with one another, running up the trees, hiding up in the palm trees. They hide up there at night and just then come down at night. Like they're so crazy.
They were playing basketball with an acorn. They be like, I'm open. Yeah. Getting high fives and shit.
There's they took the Shell station away. They took all there's bushes there. Yeah. Took all the bushes out because it was rat infested.
That's crazy.
And you're talking about how dirty it is now. There used to be a Sizzlers. There used to be a Sizzlers, and then there's a bowling alley across the street, and then there's a park where the homeless people. They said the homeless people just took over the park. Yeah. They took over Sizzlers. Yeah. They took over the bowling alley.
How you take over Sizzlers?
Because they were only doing orders to go at the time. So the homeless people
in the parking lot.
Yeah. And it's like that's so when you like go over there, it's like a lot of homeless people in a
This is now
because a lot of the businesses had closed down and you're just doing delivery only, and like it looked like it literally legit looked like homeless land over there. It looked like a homeless encampment throughout the whole. Because all the shops that were just like closed down, and like, even some of them to this day are still, especially that little corridor right there. Yeah, and you just like wow, there used to be a Chipotle there, there used to be a shoe store, used to be a Fat Burger across the street, used to be a Jimmy John's. Ghost town.
Oh man, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking about the Fat Burger.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like right there.
Wow.
And the homeless just engulfed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I was like wow when I went over there. It's like one of my coworkers sent me a picture of like how it's like nothing but like all the homeless people were taking over businesses because nobody was there. They just set up shops all up in them.
Yeah.
Like the front area, sidewalk and stuff. Can't nobody walk through the sidewalks. They got everything on it.
Yeah.
That's my whole thing. That's what I talk about, the respect part of it. Like, okay, you want to pitch your tent, but you pitch it right. Not all of them, but some of them pitch it right in the middle of the sidewalk. And it's like people got to walk around you now.
Yeah.
And I've seen like women with their strollers. I've seen those people in the little hover rounds. And they have to try to like maneuver around and get through it, and it's just like, why do you do that?
Because they took over the sidewalk.
You took over the whole side, and it wasn't like you set it to the edge, or you set it to the back, or you set it right in the middle, like where nobody could go around it. Yeah. And it's just like, why would you even put your tent there when you knew it was in enough space? That's the kind of stuff that just really like irritates and frustrates me. When it's just like you have no care about anybody else, which goes to your point, like when you're out there so long. You do get a different mentality. Yeah,
you don't care. You don't care anymore. It's all about you and how you're going to get your next fix or getting food or money. Like, that's all you care about. Like, I will give them this, though. They are resilient, man. Like, I always hear other people, I probably said this before on the pod, but, like, you know, some of my friends would be like, man, I can't be homeless, man. I'll kill myself before I be homeless. And I'm like, well, you know, once you get there, you probably won't, because you'll finally get to see how resilient your human mind state is, like, or how tolerant you are. Like, to you, it's like, okay, you're homeless. How am I gonna wipe my butt when I go boo boo? Okay, now when you actually become homeless, you'll find ways. Like, you'll have a cloth or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you'll find, you have your boo boo cloth. You know, like, you'll find ways to survive. All those people are surviving. They could easily jump off a building, die, do suicide, all that shit. They are living. They are deciding to put up with this lifestyle, and I mean it's amazing, you know what I mean? Because of the things that they don't have, they're assimilating and surviving, and you gotta think like, could I do that? Like I could, because I could boo boo anywhere, but I could, you know what I'm saying?
But you gotta think like the amount of coyotes that we have here in LA, and
that's food, baby.
For the coyotes, yeah.
No, okay. Let's say this. We run the packs too. You just told me how many people at that sister, son. If I get Ray, John, Pete, you know, we get 20 people from the camp. We say we about to go hunting, son. Who wants coyote? Yeah. You know, we get any weapon. We can, you know, some of us have been in jail, so we know how to make a ship. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know what we're doing. We go out to whatever. You know what I'm saying? Get some food.
And you wonder how the ones that be underneath the overpass and the under, like, especially like they're like somewhere out in the like mountain areas of the overpass, and you'll see a whole little tent community.
Yeah.
What are you hunting? What are you're out in the country?
Probably coyote.
Yeah, they're like out in the country, they're just having a good time.
I would say this though: if you have a missing cat or a missing dog, and you live by an encampment.
I see those signs all the time right by the encampment.
I know what happened to your dog and your cat. Somebody gotta eat. And you be walking by like, that smells good, man. Have you seen my dog? Oh, hold on. Let me flip this meat over. So what'd you say now about your dog? I'm missing my dog. Hey, here's what he looks like. His name is Socks. You know what? I'll keep a lookout for him, shorty. You want some of this meat? Oh man, I don't know, man. No, it's okay. Just take this flyer here that says missing dog named Socks. All right. Socks on the grill.
You know, it's really funny you say that. And I used to take this in Mar Vista where I live at. There is there's at least one or two animals that go missing a week. Mm-hmm. And so I used to send the pictures to my friend, like, you know, stay woke, you're gonna lose your dog. Stay woke. And it was every day. It was Molly, it was Jim, it was was Teddy. Yeah. It was like every week. Have you seen my cat Milo? Yeah. It was like
I be like, yo, go ask the homeless encampment down the street.
It grew. Yeah. It's like, well, there'd be a encampment like right there, and there'd be the dog sign right there. I bet you right now, right there on Venice and Inglewood, there's a sign with the encampment right there by it. because that's where you be seeing the signs.
Yeah.
How do you lose
Saw
your
the
dog
signs.
every week, or how many dogs? It just didn't make sense to me.
If your dog keeps leaving the house, the dog don't like you. The dog don't want to be there. The only reason why you keeping the dog is because you paid so much money for the dog. But the dog don't really want to be there. Same thing with the cats, man. You always want to pet the cat, and you want to, want it to brush against your ankle, your face. Yeah. The cat don't care about you most of the time. I don't say most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time. Cause that cat, as soon as you open the door, that cat's gone. And then you're shouting for it, Jerry. Jerry don't care. Jerry don't know his name is Jerry. Jerry's real name is Micaiah. Okay, and he's from the feline. Yeah. This human thinks he owns me. He keeps calling me Jerry. My name's McCain. I am a warrior cat. I want to go out here and spread my seed.
If you ever see one of them coyotes when they get hooked to one of them cats, or the little bitty dogs. One of my neighbors had posted it on Nextdoor. A coyote attacking a small dog. The shrills and the shreks and the blood-curdling screams.
Yeah.
That coyote ripped that thing from stem to stern, from gut to gullet. There was nothing left. The screams, if I could play it, it was like I had never heard like screams like when they say it's like a scream.
I know, I can hear it.
Yeah. I was so like I was
startled.
I was
taken back.
I was a bit in shock. I was a little shook. Like that coyote devoured. Like the sound of you didn't see any video, you just heard it.
Yeah.
And that poor little pooch. Oh yes, it was. I can
snack
tell
time.
You, yeah, it ripped it and knew nothing.
It's like you guys want to spend all that money and live over there, but like you're in their habitat. You know what I mean? They built them houses in their area. You're invading. So I mean, you gotta put up with it or get a Rottweiler. You know what I'm saying? Or Saint Bernard or something. Don't get them little Paris Hilton dogs.
They
Pomeranian pooches. Cause that's a snack.
They shred them.
Yeah.
That's what it sounded like. It sounded like.
That's a wild animal. You're in the wild animal territory. You think it's gonna be all cool? Like.
This is going on my. Well, this is not funny, but so the people I'm going with to the art show tonight, their next door neighbors had a smaller dog, and then they got a big Rottweiler. And they were having a party one time over at their house, and the Rottweiler, just attacked the smaller dog, and my next door neighbors they could hear them. They could hear like the dog scream, and like they were trying to like pull the dog off him, and the dog wouldn't, the Rottweiler wouldn't go. And just the next morning, she said she got up and she saw them watering, like spraying the blood off the sidewalk. So these animals are not playing. When they're ready to attack, like they go in attack mode, and they're not stopping.
Yeah.
So apparently they couldn't stop the Rottweiler from snapping the dog's neck, and that's what she said happened. Like the Rottweiler snapped its neck.
Yeah.
And it died like instantly, and they were trying to get it off, but when these coyotes get these smaller, they snap its neck. And the screams that go into, the agony of it all. It lasts probably 3 minutes before, those 3 minutes of just agony and pain and, shrieks and shrills.
These are animals.
Mm-hmm.
This is what animals do. You know what I'm saying? It's like the little dog's probably talking shit. It's like, man, you a fat motherfucker, man. You a fat motherfucker. And then the Rottweiler was like, keep talking. He's like, yeah, man, your balls been dangling down. It looks like, Rottweilers be snapping.
The next morning, though, she said, I thought it was like they were washing it off. They tried to wash it off with a hose.
Why is that fun? You a sick boy, man. You laughing?
Because, remember, I'm visual.
They're washing the blood and the guts and his brain matter all over the sidewalk. There's like a paw over on the tree.
Oh my God, I will say, I went wine tasting this past weekend down in Seal Beach, and the barista or whatever, the wine Connoisseur.
Connoisseur.
Thank you. Was, you know, something. She's like, yeah, I was jogging on the beach the other day and I found a cat paw. I couldn't believe it. It was a cat paw.
Wait. She was walking? Okay.
Jogging on the beach. We were talking about like where the area where the winery is located. You know, it's near like it's like a wooded area, mountainish area. And I was like, you know, it's gotta be coyotes. She's like, yeah, I've seen them, you know, but they don't really bother. I was like, no bears. She's like, no bears. She's like, but I was jogging the other day and I saw a cat paw. And I was like, yeah, the coyotes ripped it up.
Yeah, I was in San Francisco one time and I found a dog skull in the sand. Yeah.
Oh.
And I was looking for the rest of the body and to complete my collection.
Okay.
But I couldn't find it. Yeah. I just thought it was like randomly a dog skull in the sand. Like you couldn't bury him properly. You had to bury him in or it washed up on the shore.
That's what I was in. That too. But we're in San Francisco because it's like or something.
No, you know if you go all the way down Franklin, you'll eventually hit the beach. So it's like somewhere like at that beach.
Oh, yeah, because that's really rocky over there where their beaches are. They're really.
Yes, it's rocky at first, and then you go over all that stuff, and then it's all beach.
It always looks like Northern California looks completely different than Southern. It's all plush.
Yeah, rocks here too.
No, I'm just talking about the vegetation there in Northern California. It's so different than Southern California.
Yeah, it's like naturally crispy and beautiful.
Yeah, and ours is more deserty in Southern.
Yeah, tainted and dusty.
They call it Mediterranean.
Tainted. I call it tainted and dusty.
But yeah, it's drier down here, and then up there it's definitely.
Yeah, it's definitely more like
wetter.
Beautiful. Yeah, wetter, greener.
Never rain.
Yeah. But there's also more like natural, like disasters, or not disasters, but like the weather's really harsh. Like the winds, you know, like knock you down, like Chicago, and you know the rain. When it rains, it's horrible. And
in Northern Cal.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're in there in Sac.
Yeah, and we gotta get taste the repercussions of everything that happens in the Bay, so we get the end of it. But I will always love San Francisco.
Yeah, it's a good place to go. I always like being there too. It's very walkable. I mean, like.
Oh, that's what I like it. Yeah, that's why I love it.
It's so many hills. Like those hills.
I love it.
They wear you out.
I mean, even like the fat people have calves, like muscly calves.
But if you hit one of them hills drunk or something, you've fall. There's nothing.
Oh, you don't even try. You just sleep on the side and you wait till morning.
But I'm talking about if you fall, like you roll.
Oh, you're rolling down like a barrel. Yeah.
It's like nothing's gonna catch you. I mean, you could literally roll off into the bay.
Yeah. Yeah, the best thing I like about Frisco is like they introduced me to curbing.
What does that mean?
Like when you don't want the stuff that you don't want, you just put it on the curb.
Oh.
And then somebody eventually will take it.
Yeah.
Like I knew somebody who stayed there, and we were walking and we found like an old typewriter, like an old typewriter, and it didn't work, but we took it because it just looked cool, you know. So you know, people get rid of all kinds of shit. I got rid of a futon down there, like the futon stems, and it was gone like literally the next hour.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, because I was talking to her and she was like, I'm about to get rid of this. I'm about to curb this when I come. I'm like, curb? What do you mean curb? Is that a store? She's like, no, you just put it on the corner over here on the curb. I'm like, oh, okay. And there was already shit there already. And then she put something, I forgot what it was, like a pot or something. We go back in, do it, whatever. In her apartment I tell you it was like 3 or 4 hours. Went back out to go eat, and it was gone. Everything there was gone. I think maybe like a tape or something was still there, but the big pieces were gone. I was like, this is better than a thrift store.
I guess.
You know what I mean? I don't gotta go anywhere. I go outside of my.
You just gotta make sure you Lysol that stuff off, because you know.
Well, yeah, if you take it, yeah.
And stuff like that, but yeah. I mean, this is gonna come up. I mean, you find something really nice.
Yeah.
You probably don't want it if you're down in the Tenderloin district, though. You know, San Francisco.
It don't matter.
Like that's like their
Why?
Skid Row.
I know, but yeah, but if you do that in Tenderloin, it's probably not gonna be there anyway because somebody else is gonna take it who don't care. You know what I mean? Like they don't care.
San Francisco is just, I don't know, it's a very beautiful city, and I really like the transit goes everywhere. You can walk everywhere, but like it's up, like everything is up. Like that city is like I don't know how you drive there. Like it's.
Yeah, if I lived there, I wouldn't probably never drive. Ride my bike, walk, scoot. You know what I mean? I'd have the car in the garage chilling until I want to go to Sac or wherever, Monterey or something. But like in the city, I love that. I miss the downtown feeling. I miss that, like walking to get coffee, walking to get a bite to eat, walking to go get tattoo, like all that stuff. Like I miss that part of the city, just walking to places and not have to get in my car. Walking in LA. Yeah, that's true. Like this is a cool burrito spot by my apartment. Like I like walking over there, walking on Figueroa. But yeah, I mean.
But I know what you're saying in San Francisco. Like there's something like within a block. There's like 20 different places you can.
Yeah, there's like something about just walking out of my apartment and going somewhere, like to the store, to the local grocery store, getting coffee, getting a bite to eat at the same time. You know what I mean? Chilling real quick, seeing somebody you might know. Hey, what's going on? You know what I mean? Like I miss that part of just living in the city. Like in LA, where I'm at, I mean, it's not. I can do that, but it's not the same. It's not downtown, like because I live in a neighborhood, so it's not the same. Apartments and downtown living is totally different. So, but yeah, one day maybe. I don't know. I want quiet. Like I'm done kind of partying, kind of. You know what I mean? Like once in a while it's cool, but not all the time. Like you be doing.
I've been out. I got somewhere to say.
You just told me you went to a winery last week, about to go out tonight. Like what you talking about, Willie? We're talking about Willie. Do you think you're ever gonna slow down, or
That's a good question.
Do you think if you get into a relationship you might slow down?
I mean, like, but I still want to do stuff. Like, I still want to, like, I'm not one that wants to stay in the house and just, like, watch the paint dry, look at the four walls. Like, especially, I work from home, so it's just kind of like, I like to get out. So, like, wherever I want to go do something at some point in time. Because it's like being in the house or sitting in one place at one point in time. It's kind of stir crazy for me. So I was like, I want to like be able to go do something. And plus I like to go out and like the wine tasting in Seal Beach.
Yeah.
I didn't know they even had a winery down there. And it's
I didn't know either.
Yeah, it's more of just like, it's just like wine tasting is what it is. No winery down there.
Yeah.
But it's actually a pretty cool place. And it's like not too far from the beach. So it's just like something you do. You don't have to like be out in a club or in a bar and something.
Well, I don't mean that. Yeah, I mean like.
But I do go somewhere.
I mean like nightlife. Like that stuff is like nothing. Like I would do that with a girlfriend or with a pack of friends. Like that's just something. That's something that LA is beautiful for. Is like every day there's something to do, whether it's that or even the nightlife. But the nightlife part.
Oh, I'm
do you think you can slow down? Slow down.
With COVID, it slowed me down, and I enjoyed like the time.
Did you?
Yeah, it slowed down. I did.
You enjoyed what time? Doing what?
So when COVID was here, like I actually cooked more. I didn't go out because like places was closed, so you couldn't go out.
Yeah.
So it was just like I enjoyed that time, just like really, just like to recuperate and just like rest, and not have to be turned on. I have to be going to this bar or that bar. You save money. Like it was a really good time. I know it was horrible for other people, but it was a good time to just like kind of like slow down for me.
Wow.
So it made me see that I didn't have to go out, every single day, which I didn't, but I did go out a lot.
Yeah, you went a lot, yeah.
And so now what I do is I still like to go out, but I don't. I don't have the urge as much as I used to, because it's like, okay, I know I can entertain myself at home. I don't feel like I have to be like. You can have you can have like a group of individuals come to your house if you want to, and that was a lot of during COVID. It was just like, just have people come over versus like going to a bar, and so like I kind of like I'm into that more. Like, a group of us get together, we'll go have a glass of wine, we'll sit here, we'll talk, we'll watch movies and stuff like that, we'll play games. So it's like stuff like that where it's still like the same type of thing, but it's just not at a bar. But am I gonna slow down in the bar life? No, not anytime soon. I'm still gonna, I like to go out, I like to enjoy, being out in the crowd and just like being around that energy, because it really does motivate me, and it kind of gives me like,
To what?
like motivates me, like meaning like it's a motivator to like look forward to for the end of the week or during the middle of the week. So that's what I mean. And then, like I said, you meet a lot of people where you wouldn't meet, saying you have like locals that go there, like Auntie. She'd get up there, she'd do a Genuine song, and she spread her legs on the pool table. She's like 70. Oh, so there used to be this place over where I lived at called Tattletales. Somebody brought it now and changed the name of it, but I love the name, Tattletales. And so it was a karaoke bar in Culver City, not too far from Fox Hills Mall. And there used to be there's an older lady, an older black woman. She was like 70 and up. She had to be. But she would always get the young boys, like always.
She got fat booty?
She had a fat booty.
That's how you get them, man.
And she always sung a genuine song, the pony song, right? And she would get up on the table. She did her own version. And she's like, when I can get on it, that pony. Your face. So yeah, but I have like 3 videos on my phone, like different occasions that I went to Tattletales, and everybody knew her. She's a staple in their bar. Yeah. Like she was the rite of passage for certain people, and like she really was just like the bar. Like Tattletales, she was synonymous. It was Tattletales and Auntie. Yeah. So she'd always come in there, and one time she had on Ugg boots and like a cat suit. And she got some young thing. He was patting her on her butt, whispering sweet nothings in her ear. I was like, oh my.
He was like, you about to take out them dentures tonight, girl.
I'm just saying. And she's like, yeah, she's like old enough to be people's grandma. But she could get the boys. She get up there and sing her song. I got to show you the video.
Yeah, but do you think that was gonna be you? Like you still gonna be?
I'm not saying that. No, I'm not gonna be.
Not the nasty stuff, but like you still gonna be going out.
I will still go out. Like I
like that.
I like that she was like 70 something.
Like that.
She was still at the bar, she was one of the oldest people there.
Go be a grandma.
So yes, in that respect, yeah, I will be out there like enjoying, just, I don't feel like just because you're old, you gotta like, turn it, give it up and turn it loose. You can actually, go out and enjoy. I'm not saying being out there every night, but like, my mom still goes out. She still goes out to bars and stuff and clubs. She still goes. But it's like this. So they have like in Kansas City where I'm from, they have this place called the Epicurean, and it's like older people. I'm talking about these are like 60 and up.
So you don't think there's like a age limit to just not going out anymore?
No, I don't. No, but I used
because
to,
of what you. Okay, go ahead. You said you.
Not when I was younger, I used to. I'm like.
Well, yeah, me too. Yeah.
But now, like when you get out there, like there's clubs and bars and places
for older people.
Yeah. And like like I remember going back with my mom, and I was in 35, and there was like you have to be 35 to get in this club.
Yeah, we have some of those in SAC too.
So I was just like, so they would have age limits and things like that. But I don't think I'm gonna give it up anytime soon. I'm not gonna go out as much, like 2 events on the weekend each time. You know what I'm saying? Like meaning like 2 or 3 events on Friday or Thursday, 2 events on Saturday, Sunday, 2 events on Sunday or whatever.
Can you settle down though? Can Gabriel? Do you see yourself settling down, chilling with one person and living like a life? Like
I do, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to keep, just like I don't know for everybody else, but I don't want to grow old by myself, and I don't want to live by myself for the rest of my life. Obviously, I would, want to share that with, whoever it is. I think there's a point that you do, develop that, and you want that at some point. And I think that, I feel like that will happen with me. I feel like it does happen with most people. There are some hermits out there, but I'm not a hermit. So to answer your question, I would settle down. I would enjoy the, what is it called, married life, so to speak. I would, because I feel like, that's it. For me, I think that's a part of maturity. It's a part of growth. It's a part of understanding, like, you don't have to, do this by yourself.
Sure.
You can have a companion.
Yeah, I'm a hermit. I'm done. Stick a fork in me.
Yo, you're not done. I'm sure, you know. You don't go out as much, though. I mean, like,
I don't, you know why? I don't feel like I'm fun anymore.
Even like, with that app, with the Citizens app, and you scare yourself.
I think like when I go out, like especially, not especially with you, but like you and my other friends, I feel like I'm boring. I don't feel like I'm not, because I've been out with you and your other friends, and they're like doing like shit I did in my 20s, like, and then I don't even feel like doing it anymore. You know what I mean? Like even that one night when we were with a bunch of your friends, I kind of was trying to push myself to be like that, and I'm like, what am I doing? Like, that's not me no more. You know what I mean? Let them have their fun. They wild now. They doing stuff. That's cool. And then it just seems some immature that I don't want to do it. Like when you guys went to the other bar from Chinatown, I was like, do I want to go? I think I'm done. Like, you guys weren't done. I'm like, I'm done. Like, I just came, you know, I'm done. So I just feel like I'm boring. Like, I'll be thinking like my friends ask me to go somewhere and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't know, dude. I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna be like the Debbie Downer of the party. And then you know we went to the Medina thing. I think we had fun. You know what I mean? But I still feel like I was boring to you.
I don't know. I don't really think you're boring. It just always seems like you are like analyzing what's going on. So
I am analyzing.
Yeah, I don't think you never feel like you're bored. So I feel like you cut out early because it's like
I'm done.
You don't have to stay the whole night.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So yeah, you don't seem like you're boring. You're quiet, reserved, and you're observing.
But that was not me. It's funny, like I reverse it. Like when I move out here, totally different person. But maybe that's because I didn't bring my friends out here. Like my party friends are out here. But everything your friends did and worse.
Oh my.
Like,
see, I've never seen that in you. Like never. You've never been like.
And it's probably you'll never see it because I mean those days are done.
Oh, yeah,
and then those friends are not. They got kids. We're all older. You know what I mean? Like we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna wild out. But,
yeah, no, as you should.
Yeah, but I just even with that or not doing that, I just feel old when I'm with you guys.
Really?
Yeah.
I think we're roughly the same age. So it's like.
Well, whatever you have, I used to have it. You still have it, my sister. But you have friends. You have friends who not provoke, but emote that from you. You know what I mean? I don't have my friends aren't here anymore. You know what I mean? Like we're not around each other. I see them slowing down, but I think they slow down too because we are apart from each other. So we're not in that mode anymore. I really don't think it's because we're getting older. We have a lot of energy. Most of us are still, fit and stuff. It's just we're not around each other anymore. So it's like that dies down. So you keep finding people who are party people and keep going. Like it keeps like stimulating. Keep stimulating that, pumping that blood in the heart.
Yeah, it does. It is. When you find people that stimulate it, it keeps it going. I'm sure because there has been people that come along and they kind of fizzled out.
Yeah, but this guy will battle people, random people, just by dancing. He'll battle people, and then they'll become friends that night. They could be best friends that night. Trade numbers, exchange numbers. I don't know if they called you or anything, but yeah, when Gabe goes out, he's a good time. That's why people call you because you're a good time. Like how to have a good time.
I think so.
Yeah, probably even by yourself, you'll eventually probably find somebody. Hey, I like your hair. I like your moves. There's always some girls like, oh, I like your moves. You move so well.
These old vagabonds.
I was like, if Gabe swung the other way, he'd be peeling. He'd be peeling them, son. So. That's why the hetero dudes hang with you because they're like, okay, Gabe, do your thing. Push Gabe outside. They just dance close to him, and the girls be like, look at this. He moves so well, right? And having fun. Because when you dance, man, you look like you not only that you're by yourself, but you'll include people with you. Like nobody, you dance like nobody's looking.
That's true.
You know what I mean? You have you have a good time. You know what I mean? And you can see it in your face.
Yeah.
There's no lie here. It's not a facade. You know what I'm saying?
Fan.
Yeah. You know. So I see people like gravitate towards you. It's amazing. That's why you have.
That's what I'm telling you. Like, I'm not gonna sit there having a badass time, even if I'm not having a good time. I'm like, let me go make the best out of it.
Yeah. And I'm analyzing, but that's what I like to do. You know what I mean? And I like to dance. You know what's funny, dude? I was working this party with my friend, and she hired me to help her with this party. And then the people who were throwing the party, I was sitting there, I was taking a break. I was just watching the act, you know, and the DJ and stuff like that. Cause that's what I do. I'm analyzing the DJ. I can't help it. You know, I'm a DJ. I have to analyze you. I'm talking shit in my brain. I'm saying you shouldn't have did that. I'm dissecting your mix. It's just natural, but I'm having a good time. I'm glad I'm out. I'm glad I'm doing stuff. I'm glad I like to see people. People watch. You know, I'm thinking of stuff in my brain to create or whatever, and then so the promoters are asking my friend, "Is he okay?" Because I was just sitting by myself, just watching, and she was like, "Yeah, that's what he does. That's Lee. He just analyzing. Lee, are you okay?" I said, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm having a good time. Like, I'm great."
Oh man, you okay?
Yeah. Oh man, can you get up? You wanna go to the bathroom? And I'm like, yes. But that's just me, like my face. That's just me. You know what I mean? And then if I dance, I'll dance. If I want to dance, I'll dance. You know what I'm saying? But if I don't know, it's just I'm not there anymore, and I blame it on here because I moved and I don't have my friends here, and it slowed me down intensely. So
right, and you're not like a sociable person. Like you're not like social. Like you're not gonna like meet people.
Yeah, I'm not. I want to, but I'm not like. I had a past friend who came out here, and he's a social butterfly. Not like he's a natural salesman. You know what I mean? And he came out here, and he got numbers. He started. We had a casting call because he's a director. We started doing hella shit. Like he came here on the like. Hit the ground running, so to speak. And I remember I went with him in Chinatown to get some food and stuff, and he was just randomly talking to this lady, like having a full-on conversation, like they were like best friends and shit. And she offered to pay his lunch, and I was like, God dang, dude. And sometimes because he was staying with me, he'd come back to the crib. He'd like, man, this model chick was like, just gave me her number and stuff. And would show me her pictures, and they were like butt naked pictures and stuff. And it was just like random. I was like, what are you doing, bro? Like what is it? You know what I'm saying? Like he's not handsome, he's not fit. You know what I mean? He's just a talker. He's a social butterfly like you. So I envy that, but I just can't be that. I don't know. It's just not in me. You know what I mean? Maybe I have too much evil in my heart.
But that's not who you are. You know what I'm saying? You're a smooth, quiet operator.
All right, Sade.
In the shadows.
Yeah, I'm a silent killer. I'm a panther.
And that's how much you are. You're pretty much like a panther. Like you're in the back. You're analyzing. You're kind of no one's like really watching and paying that much attention because of how you're like in stealth mode. Like you really kind of like sit and watch. And it's like, oh yeah, Lee is still here, ain't he?
Where'd Lee go? Oh, there he is.
Yeah. Like when we went to like Chinatown, we went to like Jazz Star, that event that was down
there. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun.
Yes,
to me.
I think you had a good time.
Yes, I did.
That was a really good time, And so it's like, yeah, you've been around, you've gone to a few things, but yeah, because when I go, I'm putting my heart and soul into it.
Oh yeah,
I'm having a good time. So, then, now that COVID's over, they're starting to bring back those events.
Well, COVID's not over, but...
Well, it's not over, but this is true. It's not over. It's because...
But things are opening up, yes.
People won't go get vaccinated. But yes, because things are opening
selfish
back up.
Assholes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But, so I will slowly get back into things. But, like, I'm going to a music festival in October for Halloween.
Yeah, I'm cool on that.
Yeah, no, everybody keeps saying that now. But yeah, it's I almost like Octoberland. It's called Outside Land.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm excited about it. It's in San Francisco. I've never been to San Francisco on Halloween weekend, so we'll see how this goes. But yeah, so I still like that. So I'm getting back into the swing things. But like every day or just like every weekend, I'm not in some. Well, I guess I am still. I do go out and catch a drink.
Yeah.
Go to a bar, go to an event. Like you said, like wine tasting last weekend.
Yeah, but see, I like to do all that. It's just no. I think I'm boring. That's why nobody's asking me now. Like I have a bunch of friends out here, and we don't do nothing anymore. And I'm getting in my head, but I think it's because I'm not fun.
No, I don't think that is because of the stealth mode that you operate in. People think that you want to be by yourself and you enjoy your quality and quiet time. So I think that's what it is. I think that you're taking it like you're not fun. I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't
I
think
am.
people see, because I never see that with you. I just see that you're quiet. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you're quiet and you rather be, working on your video game or working on your music, playing video games, working on your music or something to that effect. Buying stuff for your museum, than to be there. So that I think
No,
that's
I'd rather.
the perception.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, I want to go. I mean, the whole point of anybody who moves out here, if you're a transplant, is to take in Los Angeles. Like, there's so many things to see here and to do here. So many nicks and crannies, secret password places. Like, I would love to do all of that. You know what I mean? It's just I don't want to be the stick in the mud with other people because I probably will leave early.
So you need to go with a group of people.
Oh, I need to go by myself and meet y'all there.
Yeah, no, I'm saying about meet the group of people there.
Yeah.
You can peel off, but if it's just like that person went out with you and expecting you to stay for, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm just saying with you, people are calling you. Okay, let's call it, blah, blah, blah. Like, nobody's calling me. Because of that. Because they think I don't want to go or I'm just not a fun person.
I don't see. No, you're not fun. It's what I was saying. It's you. You seem like you are more happier being in your own little world and working on the things that you want to work on.
Yeah, but I'll be in my own world with you guys, or I'll participate. I'm not quiet.
Yeah. I mean, you've come with me to a few things. But no, yeah. Because like I said, when I do go out, it's like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Past my mind. So yeah, I mean, I'm not but like I said, I don't go out to hard dance events unless it's I do the underground stuff.
Yeah, the underground
stuff
stuff
that lasts all night. But I usually don't go till 12, and then maybe exactly. I don't go till 12.
Yeah.
But
see, that's cool with me if I'm rested.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, either I go at 12 or 1, or I leave at 12 or 1.
Yeah, and that's another thing that you can do. So yeah, but recently, like I said, there's been one of my associates that I know. He has a event he does every week, and I did go his first 3 weeks, and I was like, okay, it's a little too much. I need to dial it back.
Yeah,
that gets old after a while too. Going out every single night, or just going out every single weekend. Sometimes.
But if you're going to different places, though, it wouldn't be. I don't.
What
do you think?
It is. It's better when you have different places, but it's still the point of getting dressed and not just relaxing sometimes.
Yeah.
I gotta get dressed. I gotta get there. I gotta be turned on. Hey, I'm ready for this. And then sometimes you don't feel doing that whole song and dance. So you just oh, I'm gonna dial out. I'm gonna just call it a night.
Yeah, I think I've definitely died down. I think the point I realized I died down is when I went to see the show on La Brea at a theater, and it was all the people I wanted to see. And the last person who I wanted to see, I didn't see because I was tired. I was old man tired. They didn't have seats. I had to stand. I was standing for hours. I told my friend, I said, yo, I'm going home. I need to go home. And she was so mad. I could tell she was mad. And I was like, no, Uber. She said, no, I'll take you home. I was like, why are you taking me home? You gonna just be mad at me the whole damn time? But yeah, it was so effed up. And I wasn't able to see the actor I wanted to see because that's why I came.
You should have came later then.
But I wanted to see everybody before him.
Oh, got you.
You know what I mean? It was Anderson .Paak before Dr. Dre, Jay Davy, and then Shafiq from Sarah, and that's what I wanted to see. I cared about it. This was a great show, and I left before I was able to see Shafiq. I was like, God, I was like, I can't stand anymore. My back hurt. I'm tired. I was even telling her like, no, give me the keys. Let me sleep in the car, and then I'll get back up, and then I'll go back. But Anderson .Paak was so good. J. David was so good. I couldn't take a break. And then they do intermissions, and it wasn't long enough to take a break.
Right.
And I was like, man, I gotta go home.
She was bad.
She was bad. But I gotta go home. I can't. And I was like, I'll take an Uber. And then I was like, what? So yeah, that's when I realized, like, man, I can't. I have a limit when I didn't, so it sucks. But anyway, getting older sucks. We're going to end this right now. Gabe the Angel, thanks for being here doing this piat. Don't worry, boy.
I'm always here for this. I love this.
And it loves you, and I appreciate you doing it with me. We out, 2 fingers.